Oh, are we on? Are we there? Here we are!
We're here.
Hello, welcome back. We had a
That was
flurry of button pushing and
That's it. That was a bit special, wasn't it?
that's my 9-step cleaning putty.
It is.
How are we, guys? Welcome to episode 138.
Time flies.
Doesn't it?
Since 137 last week.
I know. Well, it'd be nearly time to do a 140. We'll get Panda back on with another coffee truck.
That's it.
But anyway, welcome everybody. I hope everybody's having a lovely summer and a great start to the new year.
It's been pretty good over
I
here,
know
hasn't it?
we are. Boys have been remodeling the shop this week,
It's been looking good.
moving things around.
Yes. It's looking fresh.
Heaps of stuff out the back again. We've had another container of stuff a load.
Yep.
Never ending, isn't it? And yeah, but how much fun is it?
It's lots of fun because we always get new, fresh stuff.
Don't we?
Yep.
And that's what we make this show for, is to show you guys that fresh stuff.
Mm.
So who have we got on today, Beach?
We got the panda.
Hey,
The
Panda.
wonder.
How you doing, mate?
He was in before getting some bits and pieces for
Was
us.
he? I wonder what he's working on.
Yeah, I don't
He'll
know.
be concocting something crazy
That's right.
for sure.
We'll have to.
Won't
you
be
have to let
anything
us
just-
know.
Won't be just something out of the box.
No, it shouldn't
You
be.
know, I'm sure he's got something there in a box he could build, but that wouldn't be fun, would it?
No. It's all about getting bits and pieces out of multiple boxes and other bits as well.
That's really cool. Kit bashing.
Keep mashing in a different
Hey.
sense, isn't it?
Fantastic. Well, welcome to everybody else watching. Let's talk car of the week.
That's it. We got this. Can you sort of see it? See the top bit of it. Oh, yeah, that's all right.
Is that enough?
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit tricky, I think,
Do you?
because it's not super small, but it's not like normal size either.
What scale is it?
This is 143rd, I think.
Is it?
Mm.
I don't know. I think it's pretty easy.
You reckon it's easy?
Well, I don't know.
So what do we need to know?
What a colour.
Oh, all right, that's pretty easy.
The colour's pretty
Yeah.
easy.
The make,
The make, the model,
the model,
the year.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. Even a tidbit of information. The
tidbit
make,
of
make the
information.
model, the year, and the colour.
Yes.
That'll do. That'll get us
Oh,
off
look.
to a start.
Jeffrey's saying hello.
Hey, Jeff.
Okay, Jeff, thanks for joining us. So that's Jeffrey Lee.
Thanks for coming in today.
All right, so we've got lots of stuff to talk about.
What are we going to talk about first?
How about we talk about a brand new thing we've got?
All right.
Mm.
I love brand new stuff.
Yeah.
Gets
okay.
me excited. What is it down there, ferreting away? What is it?
that?
Looks like hair swept up off the floor.
Well, it's flock and it's, I don't know, what do you call this stuff?
It's what?
Flock. This one's called turf.
Turf flock.
So this stuff is used for landscaping.
Is it English, like English language?
No,
Does
this is from Netherlands.
turf flock? Can we call it Dutch?
It's Dutch.
All right.
Okay, so this is actually produced by a company called Lars Ophop, and that's actually the name of the producer.
Yeah.
That's his personal name.
Lars.
So Lars has sent over all this stuff. It's really good. So this is very similar to the stuff we got from Martin Wahlberg before.
Yeah.
Martin didn't have bags of loose stuff.
No.
Lars does. So that's what I'm showing you first. They've got some really nice colors. And these are all the uniform ones except for that one. You see how he's got that little bits of green in there? Oh, we'll see
Yeah.
it from the top.
Take it to the top.
Because normally when you buy this stuff, it's only like one color.
Yeah.
It looks too uniform, right? Which we learned from doing that little micro layer. He's added some little bits and pieces, so it gives it that uneven finish.
I reckon when I empty my Dyson at home after vacuuming up after the dog,
Yeah,
I reckon that's what it is.
right,
To say, I reckon this Lars, I reckon he's onto it.
right.
No,
Works it out,
I'm,
doesn't
sure,
he?
I'm sure it's much nicer than that.
So yeah, that's a really nice touch. Really simple thing.
Yep.
But it saves you from buying 2 bags of stuff.
Yep.
And that's the
And I
autumn
suppose
mix.
you know, nature's never perfect, is it? It's never
No.
one color.
No, that's right.
So,
This stuff is all one tone. So this is the foamy type stuff that
so
makes.
is that what we
turf.
made trees with?
You can make trees out of it. Yep.
Is that
So-
the one with Marlon that time we dipped the thing
Yes.
into the glue and
Yes.
then dipped it into that?
It's like this, but this is a finer texture.
Yep.
Yep. Similar sort of stuff. And you can also
Fantastic.
use that for doing grass, and you just scatter it around. And then we've got some more flock here.
Ooh.
This is just a little sampling. Okay, so we've got all different lengths. This is a long one, the
Yep.
short stuff, and all different colors.
So and it depends on scales and seasons and whatever
right.
you're trying to do. Yeah.
That's right. So with a small scale, this will look really huge.
Yeah.
If it was a big scale, this will look probably short.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find whatever size you need to make your layout or your diorama look good. Okay, so that's the bag stuff.
And we'd be the only people in the country with this stuff, wouldn't we?
We are, yes. So
Have to be an Australian exclusive.
that
Good
is
lads.
correct. Okay, next we've got
Isn't it
is
even-
more special stuff. So this is very much like the stuff we got from Martin Warburg before. Got these packets,
Yeah,
and these can be used as is.
as is.
Yep. Or you just chop them up and you glue them down in little patches, and they look realistic.
So what? You chop it like off the base, or you chop the base off?
You chop it off the base is glued on.
Okay.
Okay, and then you glue it onto your surface.
Okay.
So for instance, like this, it's rare that you have it so many flowers in one meadow, right? So you cut little chunks, and you might add it to something like this, more sparsely.
Well, I like the flowers.
You like your flowers. I know you like your flowers, but that's too
No.
much sometimes. So you can sort of cut it up and you add it onto something like this, and you spread them around.
What is
randomly.
it's already spread?
Yeah, so it can look like that.
Let's
How
get,
good does it look?
let's get one out the packet. Which one are we going to get out the packet?
Well, how about we'll get a couple so you can see the. Actually, I didn't get the really.
Oh, this one's
That was
coming out
pretty
the
good.
packet.
I reckon the texture on that's pretty good.
Coming out the packet. Sorry, Lars.
And then there's a furry one over there and a short one.
Very one.
Furry. We like furry. How good is it?
I'm not sure.
But you'll get a better idea when I
I
start.
nearly gave the car of the week away, didn't I?
Almost. Look at the depth of this stuff. That's amazing. Let me see if I can get a bit of focus.
It's perfect scale for that little car.
It is. How's that? Is that? There you go.
Oh, that's crisp. Look
Look
at
at
it.
that. Look at the depth. Amazing stuff. And then when you fold it around,
So there's like 5 different products here,
yeah,
at least.
all in the one sheet. You see how it's on this sort of this paper backing?
Yeah.
So the paper backing is quite flexible. And you just chop whatever shape you want out of it, and then apply wood glue, and then put on the surface.
I wonder if I could make a jacket out of that.
Make a jacket. I want to see you wearing a jacket of this.
No,
That'll be funny.
I reckon that'd be good.
So that's cool, isn't it?
I could have
So
a flat
that-
cap made of that.
What?
A flat cap made of it. No?
Look at this one. I like this one.
Do you?
This one's like a.
What
I
do you
don't
like
know.
most
What
about
do you-
that?
What do you call this
I
one?
don't like that. It's a bit unkept for me.
Unkept.
It's a bit
I've
unruly.
seen you unkept.
It's a bit unruly.
Actually, someone we both know is looking a little bit unkept at the moment.
Oh,
So that's got a lot of depth to it. And if we apply this again,
no.
so look how I move this across here. Look at how thick it is.
It's plush.
We love it.
Plush.
So yeah, you just chop this. So this is on a clear backing. So same sort of thing. You can just chop it off and use this backing. It's fairly stiff though, this one. So you could actually peel it off.
You could
as
even
well
use
and
it to
just
decorate
put
the Scale Electric set.
Yeah, for
Couldn't
sure.
you?
Yeah, for sure. Any kind of landscaping, it'll look really good.
That's fantastic.
Good stuff, isn't it?
That's amazing. It is so, like, there's just so many different products here. You can see it's not just, I don't know how they get it so random.
Good, isn't it? It's obviously handmade. So it's well, it is handmade. I wonder how much of it is actually put down with individual fingers. You know, obviously they're going to be using a static.
Individual fingers, what?
Well, you know, like this is what I meant.
Well, you wouldn't have your fingers glued together.
It would be scary if you found a finger in there. Right, well, let's move along. Let's move along. Don't
You
know how
know
to move with that one.
You know what that reminds me of a bit?
What does that remind you of?
I don't know.
Oh, you're silly, aren't you?
What?
Well, this stuff, how good is it?
I'm not sure. Is it good?
I like it.
Lars.
I really like it. So Lars Ophoff.
No,
So you can find all that on the website now.
It's not my Faja.
Might be.
Definitely not my Faja.
But yeah, so many different kinds. So I just had a small selection here, but there's a heap of different ones. Okay, you got flowery ones, you got sparse ones, really lush sort of English type.
Really good for your dioramas, your
Yes.
model railways, even your tank. No?
Yeah,
You can
thanks
just sit
too.
your tank on it.
Yes.
I was going to sit this car in it before, but I didn't want to give the car away. But look at that. Like, it looks fantastic, no?
It
In the
does.
meadow.
Yep.
Not forward driving.
I
Put it back now.
reckon I'll use this stuff on my micro layout.
Micro layout.
Yep.
Or the
This will look good.
microfilm.
Yeah, so
To make
Lars
it sound
Ophoff.
devious. Lars
stuff.
Ophoff. I love it.
Yep. Oh, I've got other things too.
What, from Lars?
Yeah, this is sort of different, right?
What else has he
From
got?
Martin Warburg. So Martin, the biggest ones he used to make were this sort of size sheet, but Lars also makes these
Can I call
huge
it
rolls
A4?
of it.
It's nearly A4, isn't it?
Are these taped together? I think they might be taped together. It's taped together. It's gonna be
Open
good.
it.
Oh, I can't. That's glued together.
Glued.
Yeah, and then it's got tape down here.
Oh,
Can you untape that? Maybe
damn
you
you,
can untape that.
damn you, Lars.
So, oh, here we go.
You have to get in and finger everything.
Yeah. And if you're doing big layouts, then these will help. So this is a, look at that. Actually got these little paths.
Why is it paths? I don't know.
Well, because here's what happens.
You give it away.
I reckon it looks good, yeah?
I like it. And
It's a
again,
pretty
it's
big
got
shape.
brown, it's got a bit of yellow.
Yep.
Got like a dirt road texture.
It's got this randomness to it. It looks realistic. And then you've got this other one type here too. This is a bit greener,
amazing.
a bit lusher.
Wow, it's also got the.
Little path thing.
That's
What do
amazing.
they call it? Embankment.
You could have your magnetic rider going up in the path.
Oh, you could. You see how it just bends, right? It's pretty flexy.
So it can go on hillscape,
Oh yeah,
like on a hillscape.
you could for sure. You can do that. Something like that. Or have that on the top. Contour it any way you like.
Be a bit scratchy if you tried to make budgie smugglers out of it. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do
Well, the
whatever you
budgies
like.
wouldn't like it, I don't reckon. I reckon the budgie would be complaining.
All right,
Yeah, budgie smugglers.
come on. What else have we got?
All right, so
That's
that's Lars. Okay, there's a heap more of this stuff.
Lars Hop Hop.
That's him.
I'll put this
All right,
to
let's
the
put him
side.
back. All right, so how about let's
Need
go back
like
to the
I
car.
need like a little scale man mowing and having like a bald spot. That would be cool.
It
No?
would look cool.
Could you shave it with your clippers? How
I
do
think
you
you
like
could.
trim it?
Well, it would just be like cutting the hair of your pet, I guess, like giving your cat a haircut.
Just get the clippers out and
Yeah, just go. Tick, tick, tick.
there you go. Car of the week. Got
Yeah.
any guesses there, Beach? What's going on?
I got no guesses.
No guesses.
Oh, I got a guess, but it's from the Wombat. Is this an MT4 London cab? Is it an MT4?
Definitely not an MT4. Could be a London cab.
Hmm.
I don't know that we can disclose that. Can we disclose that? Is that a make or a model or a what?
A London cab. I
I'm
guess
not
it's
sure.
a type of car, but it's not really giving it away, is it? Oh, it's sort of giving it away.
I don't
But
know.
we need some more details.
Need
There's
some more
more details to come.
There's
Oh,
a
the
make,
boss
there's a
man is
model.
saying hello. Nice that boss man's here.
Hey, boss man. Welcome in.
All right, so we need some more guesses on this particular car.
Boss man's at home. He's in the middle of doing his shocks and his wiring and stuff.
Oh, is he?
He's
What's he
getting-
building?
Getting his phaser ready.
Oh,
Getting his phaser ready for racing. Racing's about to resume, I think, next week.
is it?
Yeah.
New season.
New season's getting underway.
Exciting.
Talking about that,
Yeah, what do we got?
let's have a look in Brett's bag.
Oh, what's in Brett's bag?
Brett's
What do you got there? You got a big bag. All right,
This
so you got the
Rubik's
big...
this Rubik's World bag. How good is it? How versatile? We've got a few of them in stock now.
We have.
Just a couple.
Yeah, just a couple.
That's fantastic. We don't do things by halves, do we?
No, never.
What's in my bag? Oh,
Oh, that's a car of some kind.
it is a car, and there's bits of car. What do you want to talk about first?
Why are there chunky bits of car in there?
All right, we'll talk
We get
about the
little
chunky
car.
bits of
Oh, the
car.
chunky bits? All right, we got chunky bits.
Get it out. So what we have here, one of our lead team drivers, Mark Lawler,
Yep.
has bestowed me with the opportunity to borrow his car for the RCGP coming up in South Australia,
Okay, yes.
coming up in mid-February.
Yep.
So he sent his car over in the mail.
Yep.
And said, give it a freshen up, give it a run, and
Yep.
then come over and race it. So
Mm.
that's exactly what I'm doing. So just wanted to show you guys sort of something what it's all about. Now this started life as a E819 RS.
Yep.
So it is a whole buggy. And this is the various parts, the various stages of rebuilding it
Yeah, okay.
that I've done. So that, I mean, you
This is still the whole front end.
effectively 4 screws, or actually 6 screws, and the whole front end comes off
Okay.
from the bottom of the chassis, which makes these HBs really, really good to work on. And you can see there that some of the stuff on the front there probably needs a bit of repair and attention.
Yeah.
Like the drive shafts and the arms and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's all just part of the fun. Here I've got the rear gearbox section, and that's going back together. So I've completely rebuilt the diff, re-greased it. I've put 7,000 weight oil in there. That's the hot setup apparently. Re-shimmed the gearbox, so it's got
looks clean.
a nice mesh.
Yep.
Sort of resurfaced just with with a bit of wet and dry resurface the mating so it does sit nice and flat on the chassis.
Yep.
So I effectively screw the gearbox cases together,
Yep.
and then make sure that everything's all tapped nice, all the threads are tapped nice and going to sit nice on the chassis.
Yep.
So there's no gearbox distortion when it all goes together.
Okay.
Because that what sandwiches the gear mesh together. It sandwiches the diff in,
Yes.
which is the gear mesh. And
Right,
if you have
okay.
problems with that during the race, because it's likely that I'll have 1 or 2 crashes, if not more, can put things like that or misalign things under undue stress and damage the gears.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is not a new
Yeah.
buggy, but it's coming together really, really well. I'm really happy with it. And I like to rebuild the diffs a few days, if I can, before I actually mount them to the chassis, just to confirm and double check that there's no leaks.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I did actually just reuse all the O-rings and all the gaskets and stuff. And it was all wet and leaky before.
Yeah.
But that can just be through
Just from
undue
use.
stress and
Yep.
use as well.
Mm.
So, or if you sprayed maybe a gearbox lube in there.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too sure.
Okay.
But yeah, so various stages of rebuild. So that's how the front end pretty much comes off. And then when it goes back together, it sort of looks all nice and shiny and clean, much like this. Beautiful
there's the front
gears.
end.
You can see the underneath. You can see here how the case is all wet.
Oh,
So
yes.
it's all shiny.
Yeah.
That indicates that the diff's leaking.
Yep.
Could also be if you sprayed like a lubricant in there for gears.
Yeah.
But that's why this one here
Compared to that, which is
is all-
totally clean.
is all matte. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's because it's all resealed now, not leaking.
Yep.
And even though the oil's quite thick compared to shock absorbers, like 7,000 weight, it's still not like the 20 million that we took out of the X-Max diff.
Still got flow, right?
Still got flow. So if
Yep.
it does leak, it will actually look wet and make a mess.
Yep.
So really enjoying that.
Okay.
And a rebuild of something like this would probably take me in the vicinity to do a nice proper rebuild on it, polish the hinge pins and the shocks and everything.
Yeah.
It's probably longer than building a kit, realistically.
Yeah.
Because you've got to strip it, clean it, then put it back together. Whereas with a new kit, you're obviously just putting it all together from new.
Yeah.
So it'd probably take about 12 hours, I reckon, to get this one track ready.
Okay.
And you might do that to your 8-scale racer. Depends how much you use it, but you might do it just before big races or every now and then, maybe a couple of times a year, give it a birthday. Because they're that strong and reliable, they generally won't.
Bit beefy.
You really sort of struggle to DNF or do not finish the race with one.
Yeah.
You can get them into quite a state. So I'm really glad. Thanks, Mark, for sending that over.
Thank you.
We'll get this rebuilt beautiful, and I can't wait to give it back to him. Really, really nice as well at the end of the race meeting.
Yeah.
So that is an electric 8-scale that I've been working on.
So you got something else in your bag as well.
Something else I got in my bag. What's that?
That is a Yokomo buggy.
It is. Now, we've all seen it before. There's another bag down there.
Oh.
We've all seen it before because that's my 2-wheel one.
Oh.
This is a DTM 3.1. This one here is, how good are these bags?
Very handy.
YZ4 SF2. Now, these are the current models from Yokomo, and that's why I race them. But I spent the day at the track last Sunday.
How good was it?
And I smashed them a little bit, but I went through, honestly, about 20 or 30 batteries. I just circulated pretty much until I ran out of tires. The four-wheel drive probably got the least use because it was quite a hot day.
Right.
And it seems to, once the chassis gets hot or once you did a 5-minute run, it took a long time to cool down. So, but I had 2 two-wheel drives there.
It was like over 30 degrees, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we set up under the pit area there out of Keilor.
Yep.
This one had probably about 5 or 6 runs. You can see the tires on them.
Yep.
Completely bald. But that's how with 4-wheel drive you could get away with it. And I wasn't going out there chasing setup or trying to really. I was just trying to learn to drive and practice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no point me trying to go and set a car up and stuff like that on tires like this, or when you don't even barely know the track.
Yeah.
So after 20 or 30 batches, I like to think now that I know the track pretty well and I'm pretty happy. Now it's about going down there, you put fresher tires on and start to work on the cars, make changes, see if it makes you better or worse.
Yeah.
One of the cars didn't even have a transponder in it. So, but the
So
good
just
thing about it,
circulating,
there was, I think that day, there was 14 hours track time. I think I had it up on, the live timing.
Yeah.
There was 1,400 laps turned.
Wow.
by all the people, and it wasn't a race day. It was just a Sunday. And I was really lucky. I went there, and you get to also run on the track with some of the best people in the country. So Simon Healy was there, Nathan Healy, Ray Monday, Lachlan Monday. So the fastest guys, the Isagens were there, Jordan Isagen was there. So you really got to pit yourself against the best guys in the country. So Kilo Off-Road Club. Obviously, we're major sponsors there, but we really enjoy it. I love spending time down there, turning some laps and smoking some tyres. And the cars did really well. And that's how they come back. I haven't rebuilt these. These are straight from the track. So a lot different to the 8-scale car. And as far as getting dirty and muddy and stuff, because the tracks are oiled. I suppose the only drawback is it's quite abrasive on your tyres. But the
rest of it's really clean.
The rest of it's really clean. But it's not that bad on that. And the condition of the cars as well. It does put the motors and stuff under a bit of stress. But that's only because I've got them tuned up in that way as well. But I just set 5-minute timer on my 10px transmitter. And then it would buzz and tell me when my 5 minutes was up, and I'd pull off the track. Because with the batteries in these cars, you could easily go for 10 or 12 minutes, and you would probably
start cooking.
Something would fail, for sure, even after 5 minutes. And I can say that even after all those times, and I did have a few crashes. Let's not beat around the bush, but the cars came back immaculate. Not a single part missing, broken, bent. The fan on my two-wheel drive motor might have come apart.
Well, it doesn't have any blades.
Doesn't have any blades.
Okay, fair enough.
It's come unglued from the bearing. Right. I noticed it was loose. It was starting to make noise. I didn't worry about it. And then I just came back in after a run, and that was gone.
So it's still spinning?
Well, there's nothing there to spin because the magnets are in the fan blades, but it would just come unglued from the bearing. The bearing's still there.
I guess you need another one of them, eh?
Well, that's generally why I don't run fans, because it's just another thing to break. So as long as you keep the 5 minutes and your stuff, I mean, the stock cars you probably have wound up harder than the mod cars. Especially somebody of my capabilities. You notice there the ESC doesn't even have a fan in the two-wheel drive.
Right.
Yes, the speed control was getting hot, but not burning hot. I mean, everything was getting hot. It was 30 degrees, 7.5. But yeah, the four-wheel drive definitely gets a lot of heat. So everything's working a lot harder. Just because you're generating so much more traction. So 5 minutes, the whole chassis and everything's like. So I would put it down, put it in the shade, take the battery out of it. But it would take about half an hour to cool down. But that gave me enough time to run like three two-wheel drives. I could run one two-wheel drive, let it cool down, and then run the other one, and then come back and go back to the other one again straight away.
Good.
So it was really good. Smashed out some laps, burnt some tires, had a really good day. So yeah, the latest stuff from Yokomo, and we should be even enjoying some new products from them next week.
Yeah, it should be.
So I'm really excited by that.
But
yeah, the current stuff is really, really good. Do yourself a favor.
Nice.
Yep, down at Kilo. I said that they were totally clean, but I've actually put tire marks on the bench.
Well, let's just all that's coming off is really just
the marbles
from the tire and a little bit of greased up dirt. Yeah, that's it.
It's amazing. They're really, really clean. I love it. I love spending time down there, and it comes back for that reason. Your on-road cars don't come off the track that clean.
No, they don't.
All right, car of the week, Beach.
All right,
back into it.
Okay.
This one's got
so Jeffrey's come up with electric London cab.
Oh. Yeah. Is that?
Yeah.
Electric. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is. But we haven't got the maker yet.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, so there's an actual maker.
Yeah. It is an electric.
But that's a type of car it is, yes.
It is. It is an electric.
But that's not actually the maker. So
London
a specific maker.
Yeah.
And then the colour. No one's come up with the colour yet.
It's not yellow. It's safe to say it's not yellow.
Well, good. So Dave's just come up with London cab from Airfix. No, it's definitely not Airfix.
Definitely not Airfix.
No.
Definitely not Airfix.
Okay, let's move on. Let's go to, what's the next thing we're talking about?
Models.
Why not? Let's look at some model kits that have come in.
Plastic models.
I reckon this is pretty interesting.
What is it? Why, if it interests you, it interests me.
It's an ME609.
Oh, with the big Zersterer.
Zersterer.
Did I say it right?
I don't know. Sounds good to me. But the interesting thing about this, I'm not sure if everyone is aware about the twin Mustang. The twin Mustang was actually two Mustang fuselages joined together.
No.
Look at this thing. There's two fuselages.
But it's only got one cockpit.
It is. Okay, so that's the difference between the Twin Mustang. The Twin Mustang used to have 2 cockpits.
Why would they do that?
Well, it's got 2 engines.
Yeah, but
I guess it's easy to make.
oh, okay,
Using common components.
Yep.
I'm not sure if the wings were different, although the wings look like those are original, and they made a new center section.
Oh, would make sense.
Yeah. So there's a bit of experimenting like that during World War II.
So they could use the same engine, the same flight controls.
Yeah, and still one pilot.
Yep.
And then use a lot of common parts.
But you wouldn't think that it would, because it's a fighter plane, yeah?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that it would maneuver that well. Obviously, they did.
Maybe not, but I mean, the Americans had the P-38 Lightning, which performed pretty well, and that was a big twin-engine plane.
Mm.
Yeah.
There you go.
So there's the Germans having a go, and that's from RS Models.
Have we had that before?
I don't think so.
This is from the Czech Republic.
It is.
Seems quite bespoke.
Yeah. Do you want to have a quick look inside?
Why not? We'll be the only people in the country with this.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, but we'll say it.
You know me, I love casting dispersions. What have we got?
All right, I think we're super zoomed in, Alan. All right, that's better. All right, so RS Models. They've got some nice etched panel lines.
What was the last RS model kits you built?
I don't think I've actually built an RS Models.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel a challenge.
But you see how they put it together? So this is actually the single wing there.
Yep.
Okay, so they're using a lot of the common components from the single one. So that's basically, that'll be 2 kits together. So you could get the fuselages.
Mm.
Then the brown section here is that twin boom section.
So even in the model making kit,
Yes.
they've just utilized the two
Yes, they have.
planes.
So it looks like the wing tips are slightly different, although they're not a lot different. Just the tip itself. But yeah, it's the same sort of idea as in real life. They've got 2 aircraft and they've pushed them together.
There you go.
This one also comes with some photo etch parts, I think. Can I see photo etch parts here somewhere?
I think you're making it up. I don't
could
think
have.
there's photo etch.
No photo etch? Oh, okay, it must have been another one.
Comes with a spare fingernail.
Spare fingernail.
Is that a fingernail?
No, that's a
canopy.
Canopy.
Can we call it a canopy?
Yeah. Your decals here, you've got some bees. They're pretty cute.
What does the bee represent?
A flying insect that hurts when it...
I thought you would have known that.
Yeah.
You know, Daniel would know that.
He would know that. He knows all the history.
There we go.
Yep.
RNS
so
model.
there you go. That is the ME
609.
609.
What else have you got down there?
That's something a bit different.
A Zin.
I don't know. How do you pronounce that?
I'm saying Zin. How are you saying it? Are you saying Zlin?
I don't know. How phonetic is it? Is it Zling? Or is it something else? Who out there knows how to read Czech? Because I don't really know.
Well, why not?
So you got a sports plane here.
It's a what?
Sports plane.
How do you know it's a sports plane?
Because there's no military markings on it.
What did they do for sports?
This looks like, you know, in the 1930s and stuff, they had all that air racing.
Oh, it says on it, Czechoslovakian sports aircraft.
Oh, there you go.
There you
I
go.
didn't even see that. I'm too blind to read that. That's really interesting shape, isn't it?
That's pretty unique.
Yeah. So big engine, lots of power.
There's 2 kits in one box.
Is it?
Why is there 2 kits in one box?
I mean, there's 2 kits in one box.
I just told you. Oh, this one's got photo etch.
It has got photo etch. So it's got a different set of fuselage pieces, which
So you
look
can
shorter.
make it a single seat or double seat.
Oh, I see. Ah.
Yeah. So you can build it actually 3 ways.
But there's different fuselage parts here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 3 ways.
Yeah, so you can build it as a prototype
Yeah.
or as a single seat or as
Yeah.
a double seat.
Oh. You got some resin there too.
Resin.
Yep. Oh, actually, I'm showing the top camera. No one can see that. Oh, there's some resin parts there. They're the browny yellow bits. They're the wheels and the wheel pants.
What did you call it?
Wheel pants. Didn't you know that? So those hubcappy things on aircraft wheels are called wheel pants
Wheel pants.
because it's like the wheels are wearing pants.
Not mud guards.
They're not mud guards. They're wheel pants.
Because
Telling you
on,
the truth.
on motorbikes,
Yeah,
they're called mud guards.
like on a bicycle as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're wheel pants.
I'm going to refer to them forevermore as wheel pants.
Some photo etch there. So bits of the cockpit, and I can't really tell the rest of it, which is a nice touch. It's a pretty compact plane, as you expect.
What? It's 170.
72nd scale, sports plane, they'll be small, big engine, go fast.
I love that.
Yeah, nice, eh?
Big engine goes fast.
Yep, I love that.
Can fly.
And fly. All right, what else we got? I've got something that I don't really know much about.
What
I
is
thought
it?
it was really cool. It's a sea thing.
Sea Fang.
So it's made by Supermarine, which made the Spitfire.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a little bit of resemblance, but the whole nose looks different.
It looks very similar to me. It's got a propeller and it's got 2 wings at the front.
Yeah, and one big engine.
Big engine, and it's
I don't really know much about it, but this is a Mark 31, which means
there was 29 others.
Probably. Or 30.
And a prototype.
Yeah. So if anyone knows more about this, please let me know, because I don't think I would know much about a Sea Fang, because they made a Seafire.
I bet Dan
which
knows.
is the naval version of the Spitfire. What have we got there?
Let's go to Overhead Town and have a look.
So this is from AZ model.
This looks like a lovely kit to build.
Actually, the panel lines are quite fine on this, and it's got
It's
quite
really
a lot.
nice. Looks
got
like
the
it's
little rivets in
going
there
to
too.
go together quite well. It's got a nice robust sprue.
Yep.
Which is good for people like me. You know.
Bit hammer-fisted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got some fine parts, but yeah, it's sort of chunky where it attaches. So you need some reasonable side cutters for that.
Well, you
got
don't
the individual-
use 9 steps.
Oh, here you go. You got the prop blades. It's got 5 blades on this.
5 blades.
Mm.
See?
5-bladed prop.
Yeah, see?
Oh, there's a 3-bladed in there as well.
I was going to say the Spitfire. Everybody knows the Spitfire only had 3.
Oh, speaking with authority there.
No?
Yep.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, it's nice. I
No,
like it.
I don't know.
Nice big sheet of decals. It's good, isn't it?
Different decals.
Yep.
Different moods.
I like it. We haven't stopped there.
More. You keep popping down there. How big's your room down there?
It's never ending. It's bottomless.
That Nan's not down there.
I don't think so.
And Nakajima.
Is, yep. KI-84. Hayate.
Hayate.
Yep. That's from Armour model. Actually,
Yep.
Armour's doing some really nice kits.
Are they?
Surface detail really nice.
What was the last armor kit you built?
I don't think I've got one.
No?
I looked at plenty. I've built everything, you see. That's crisp, isn't it?
Ooh.
Oh, I think I've got to zoom in on
So you're
that.
going to have to take it out of the packet even. That's amazing. That is neck level.
Is that?
Yep. Boom. You can rivet
Look at all those rivets.
You can rivet count that.
Yeah, you can count all those, can you?
Again, it'd be really good for somebody like me that's a bit ham-fisted with the spray can.
And you see the wheels there? They're actually weighted wheels. See how
Yep.
they got the flat section?
I love a flat spot on a wheel.
And then you see those fine panel lines here too. Super nice.
That's a really
For a
nice kit.
72nd scale, they've done a supreme job, I think. Nice matte finish.
And I like that they've recreated the 4-prop.
And then over here, you got the cockpit area.
Yep.
So there's 2 choices. I can't really see what the difference is there. Can you spot it?
No.
There must be some sort of difference from to give you
I
an option there.
want to be longer than the other one, surely.
longer, you reckon?
Well, I want to be like a single and a...
No, I don't reckon.
You don't reckon?
No, there's something else different.
Maybe it's higher or lower.
Maybe. But that's nice. Done a really good job there.
I think you should build that one.
You reckon?
You had me at weighted wheels.
Did you? And there's a really fine struts.
But
You get a
again,
four-bladed
it's all
prop.
done with big meaty sprues.
Yeah, that's right. So it's holding everything together. And I think, I like that because it is traveling from quite far away. And I mean, the boxes are reasonably strong, but
You
if
don't
you can
have
have this designed to, well, that's right. There's nothing loose, is there? Nothing's broken loose on it.
Nothing is broken loose.
Nice. Bit of photo etch. Brass photo etch in there. See if I can move this so I can actually see what's
Jiggle,
there.
jiggle.
Oh, wow, look at that.
What?
What are they?
Not sure.
That is all the wiring for the engine, for the radial.
Yeah?
Yep. It's a bit special, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Yep.
Wouldn't you paint that? Would you leave it like that?
No, I'd paint that.
Would you?
But you'll be able to see all the fine stuff through the front of the cow.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
Nice.
color would you paint it? Would you do it all different colors?
I don't know, whatever the wiring was meant to be coloured. I've got no idea. Would have been black, wouldn't it?
You'd think so. It'd be black or brown.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good kit. I like that.
There you go.
All right, so here,
I think I've got a good idea for your birthday present.
right, I've got some people who've let me know about the Sea Fang.
The Sea Fang. What are they saying about the Sea Fang?
Oh, so it's post World War II. So that's the thing. I don't really know much that's after the war, like in between wars. So I guess it's a derivative of what they designed up to the war, and they just kept on making. Here we go. We've got some more.
I would have thought
Oh,
after
Jeffrey
the
here.
war would have been all like more I thought after the war would have been more jet stuff.
So it was a Spitfire redesigned for the Royal Navy, carrier use. So it's got an arrestor hook, contra-rotating props, and power folding outer wing panels. Okay, so I could get them into the hangar. I used to get them to fold up so they could save more room inside the hangar.
Really?
Yeah.
Saving space.
And here we go. So the Spitfire was to replace the Spiteful. Spiteful? What's a Spiteful? I'm going to have to look that up. So that was meant to be a replacement for the Spitfire.
I think people are really just taking advantage of...
Oh, but then the jet age came. Oh, okay, so I missed out.
I said the jet age.
There you go. They just started coming out in the 50s.
What is that? Let's talk about the jet age.
That was during World War II when they would have designed this sort of stuff.
What is it?
So it's like a V1, isn't it? What do they call this thing?
Well, you can see the box.
Oh, it's a Soviet thing.
It's a Soviet Pryboy.
Oh, but these look very much like the engines used on a... Was it a V1 or a V2?
Pulse jet.
A V2. Yeah, pulse jets. What are they used to call them? Doodlebugs or something, weren't they? The ones that they fired into England? Because they used to have that blah, 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 blah sound. Do you want to do that again, do you?
They did what?
I don't know. I just made that up. But they made a particular sound.
So this is like a UAV. Is that what you're saying?
It's an unguided thing.
What do you mean unguided?
Unless these are guided. Well, the German ones in World War II used to use gyroscopes. So they used to send them a particular direction, and a gyro used to keep it going in that direction.
Until it ran out of fuel?
Yeah, and then it fell. And then it hit whatever target they were trying to hit. So quite a few of them fell around London and such.
Yeah?
But they weren't ultra precise.
Well, if they're not guided, I'm not surprised.
But I mean, they still did a lot of damage.
Well, it's a
Pretty
bomb.
advanced.
It's a bomb.
This is something a bit different.
And why did they do that? So they didn't have to kill pilots?
Oh, I guess so. From far away, you can just send something over and just blow the crap out of someone, I guess.
Probably cheaper to make too than the jet.
Yeah, I guess so.
No?
Yeah. And then with that sort of technology, I think they'd advanced into like those sort of jet-powered aircraft too, like comets and things.
What's this one?
That is an HFB 320 ECM. That's something I don't know much about either, but I thought it looked really interesting.
Why?
So this is a German aircraft, I think. It's got the German markings on it.
Hansa jet.
So this is made by Sova M.
Only 450 pieces. Well, that's good because if it had 451, I wouldn't have been super impressed.
So Sova M always do low run productions.
This is Ukrainian.
Is it? Oh, there you go.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Made in Ukraine. Good to see. We're getting some stuff from there again.
So we got a bit of photo etch there as well. Let's have a closer look at this and see what we got.
We've got some resealable sandwich bags.
Yeah, I like that.
There?
Yep. Let's see if there's a sandwich in here.
I bet there's not.
How do you know?
Ukrainian sandwich.
A lot of bits here.
What do you think they have on their sandwich?
What? In the Ukraine?
Yeah.
I don't know. What
I don't think it would be Vegemite. Would they have Vegemite?
Maybe they got their own version of Vegemite.
No.
How do you know?
Oh.
All right, so there's your photo etch. I don't know what they are.
What's that?
Little bits of photo etch. Looks like there's some masking there for the cockpit as well, which is a nice touch. There's your cockpit clear bits.
Jeez, it's thick and meaty, isn't it?
Yeah, and then here you go. Well, I guess you expect low production to be meaty.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to spend all their time thinning them out.
Hansa.
Yeah, Hansa.
I suppose they're not worried about the actual material cost, are they?
No, well, as long as it's got detail on the outside, that's what everyone's interested in. The material cost itself would be cheap.
Yeah. Looks like, though, that does require a little bit of hand finishing.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what I expect from a low production run as well. If they're only going to be making how many? Do they only make 400, did you say?
450 pieces.
Really? That's not many at all. Something like this, you expect, cutting a mold, you want them, these things I'll make like thousands of them, 10,000. But yeah, so you can understand they're not spending that much time on it. So you just need to clean up a few areas.
That is a chunky sprue.
It is, but they still look good, don't they? I mean, they spend all the time to do all the brakes inside the wheels.
Yep.
Got the seats there.
2 Fs.
Yeah.
That's confusing.
So yeah, so definitely you can see how it's pretty chunky, right? But once you cut out your bits, it should be all good. See the thickness of the material there. Don't let that put you off. I mean, that'll give you a really
I'd love to make some
interesting looking aircraft.
I'd love to make some sprue goo out of that.
Sprue goo, you get a heap of sprue goo out of this, wouldn't you? And these are your wings. Okay, so quite nice surface details on those.
Sprue goo is just Where's that acetone? What do you use?
Welding cement.
Welding cement.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just
Is
cement
this-
and sprue.
Oh, these wings. Look at the wings.
Big wings.
They're forward swept.
Or backward swept.
No, they're forward swept
How do you know?
because it's got the fin here. Oh. You've got the control surfaces here.
Yes.
That's a bit different, isn't it?
Well, it's a
it is too.
kit.
There you go.
You only have to look at the box.
Well, that's right. If we looked at that, we would have known.
See?
I think that's really interesting. I like that.
There's another one on your birthday list.
On my birthday list.
Hey?
Yeah, buying for me is easy, isn't it? All right, let's pop this back in there. What else have we got?
Fokker.
What?
A Fokker.
Oh, sorry.
What did you think I said?
I don't know. It's got a bit shocked there.
A Fokker.
Okay, what fuck is this? What's it?
Blue Fokker.
An F7B.
The blue
That's
Fokker.
a Southern Cross, mate.
That is a Southern Cross.
That's famous.
Well, a little bit. We made it famous.
Yeah, well, it's very much part of Australian aviation history, isn't it?
And Hearns.
And Hearns, yes.
No?
So Hearns
Used to make RC kits of this.
Well, yes, they
No?
flew one across the bay.
They flew one.
Yeah.
We had it here for a bit,
Yes,
didn't we?
we did. And now it's in a museum.
Yes.
Yes. And then the actual large one is actually in the Canberra Museum.
The large Hearns one.
Yes. There you go. So who flew that?
BJ.
Actually, I shouldn't ask that because I can't remember now either.
Well, you got yourself in a corner.
Kingsford Smith.
Kingsford Smith.
What's his first name?
Lord.
I think he became a lord.
Yeah, Lord Kingsford Smith.
I love it when I ask questions and people come up with the answers.
It's good, isn't it? That's why we have an interactive
Jeff
show.
said it's a V1 with 2 pulse jets.
A V1 with 2 pulse jets.
Yeah. And then Dave said, well, it's Soviet. So it's actually a clone of it, which makes sense too, because a lot of the countries like the US and the Brits, they got some of the old technology that they found in Germany and started producing new
Just
stuff.
reverse engineering it and repurposing it.
It was interesting. So we've got multiple colored sprues here.
Yep.
And I like that. You see how it's got that fabric stretch on the tailplane?
Our one had 1985 on it too, didn't it?
Yeah, so that was his registration number.
Yeah.
Yeah. How good is it?
Did he put that on all his planes, or was that just the one plane?
I
you
don't
could
know.
have
I
that
think it
on?
would have been just one plane, wouldn't it? Get some photo etching there. You can just spot it poking out there.
Well,
That's big, isn't it?
there's another one on your Christmas list. This is, you've got enough for your birthday now. Now we're working towards next Christmas.
Next Christmas.
Okay?
There's enough presents for the next 10 years for
You
me.
could put this one and we could put it on a bit of string in the
I'll put a
showroom.
photo etching there. I reckon that's really nice. And for, any Aussie, I mean, I think I love building one of these. So that's a vellum kit.
A Vallum kit.
Where's vellum from?
Where are they from? Czech.
They're Czech as well. Okay. Czech.
Czechoslovakia.
It's not Czechoslovakia anymore.
Just the Republic of Czech.
That's right. Okay, and what do we got? We've got one more. And I picked out a big chunky one.
What is it?
It's an Antonov
Ah! An Antonov what?
22
Uh-huh.
transport plane.
Yep.
So Antonov made a whole heap of big chunky planes.
Well, they had to get things places.
Is this the one that got blown up?
This is the one that they had to get things places. Again, it's in the sandwich bag.
I can't remember because they made quite a few of the big ones and they have a similar sort of shape. I can't work out if this is that huge one that got blown up during the invasion.
Well, it would have been.
Oh, it's got super fine panel details on it too. So this is 1 to 144 scale, just because it's just so damn huge.
Because it's a huge plane to begin with.
Yeah, which means that this would be...
So it's half the scale, but still twice the plane.
That's
Look at the
right.
size
So
of the
that would
bag.
probably be like here, right? Because there's frontal part of the
Where's the
the
wingspan?
nose.
The wingspan would be about 447 millimeters.
What, on this?
Yes.
Wingspan? It's
400
half a meter.
Yeah.
Is it? That's massive.
447 millimeters, and the length, I reckon, I can't confirm.
No, what? Even after reading the box,
Yeah,
you can't confirm. You sure?
should be 398.
Oh, this scares me. I think if I pull it out, I won't be able to get it back in the bag.
216 pieces
The
in the
bag
kit.
is pretty
So it's a chunky
jam
kit.
packed. All right, so you got some nice stripes.
Only 216 pieces make the kit.
Yep.
So it's quite a chunky kit.
Oh, there's like the wing tips. Is it like half a meter? Yeah, it would be.
Massive.
Yeah, it's pretty huge.
That is absolutely massive.
I'm not going to pull everything out, but we'll have a closer look. Oh yeah, that's pretty good detail, isn't it?
Oh,
Right. Pretty decent.
And the best thing about these is the price point. You do get a lot of kit for your money.
You do, and it's interesting too. It's not mainstream.
Well, that's why we try and get stuff like that, no? Get oddball stuff.
That's right. Keep it interesting. All right, so there's a wing, and let's just have a look at the fuselage. All right, so it's pretty chunky, isn't it? So wing across here, then you come up to the cockpit, and it's probably going to have the nose hanging on here somewhere. Oh, there you go. You can just see the nose under there. There's quite a bit more to it. Chunky. I like it. I like it.
Chunkamunka.
Chunkamunka, as we say.
There you go.
There you go. Now, I'm not going to get it all back in. I'm sure.
Now, that's enough kits.
That's enough kits, isn't it?
I feel that we're drowning in kits.
Are we? Oh, they're all pretty
Absolutely.
interesting. Thought I picked a few that were sort of offbeat.
They definitely are off the beaten track. Get in there.
Get in there. Fill it up. All right. What do we need now? Oh, we need to see if we've got some more details about
the car.
Yeah. I think I distracted everyone by asking them questions.
Well, it could.
So
a bit of interaction.
Have we got it? No. Oh, we got the car. So
Got the car?
So 9 steps. Boss man. He says black.
It is black.
It is black. Okay.
Can we confirm?
So we got the color now.
We got the color.
We still don't have the.
It's not yellow.
Maker.
Somebody said it was dark white.
Dark white.
It's not dark white. It's black.
All right. I guess that was all that. What are we going to look at now? We got something else to look at?
I wanted to share some new products.
New stuff. Yes.
And I can't share them because I don't have them in store.
Yeah.
But we've got a graphic of HB's latest release.
Oh, so the picture of all the new
bits? So have you got the picture there, Beach?
Yeah.
So HB are working on new buggy.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it on? Are people looking at it?
Yep, we're looking at it.
So these are all the new parts, okay, that are coming out. So they're going to release a new buggy, I think, in the second half of the year.
Yeah.
I don't think before then.
Yeah.
But they've given us a teaser and letting us retrofit some of the new parts to our existing buggies.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a new chassis plate there.
Yeah.
But you don't have to use that because there's templates to modify your existing one.
Right.
And by modifying it, it's just like filing or adjusting where the droop screws go. See the wings?
So these ones here?
Yeah, I don't know if people can see that cursor.
Hopefully they can.
But if they can see that cursor, that's the droop screw. Wings.
Okay, so they're in a slightly different spot, but you can
to the
modify.
current one, yeah, so you can just file them.
Right.
Because the problem is, because they're all new suspension arms front and rear, is that they will foul on the arm.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you just file it back a bit.
Yep.
Or trim them down.
Yeah.
And the new arms will fit.
Yep.
And the reason that they've put new arms on is so that they can change the geometry to make it more modern. As far as higher, because now the tracks are getting higher traction.
Yeah.
So we've got different roll centers.
Yes.
Different steering geometry.
Yes.
So they've gone for the same system that they've got on their current truggy. So it's like a reverse, because they're a conventional C hub before.
Yes.
And now they're almost like a reverse C hub.
Okay, so that's the newer style.
That's a new
C
caster block. Yep.
And
then that's the steering block. Yeah. Yep. And that's
so it goes over the top rather than inside.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And that opens up the area for the drive shaft.
Okay.
And lets more suspension travel and more radical geometry with your caster and steering rake.
Okay. So there's the new front arms.
Yep.
With the carbon inserts.
Yes.
And then the new rear arms.
Yep.
With the new carbon inserts.
Yep.
Okay.
And we've got all new steering. And the good thing is that it does all use truggy parts. So these steering blocks and caster blocks do have different geometry as far as their 6-degree steering blocks and 17.5-degree caster blocks.
Right.
But you can use this ones off the truggy, which I think is 2 degrees steering block and 22 degrees caster blocks.
Right. Okay.
And so forth. So it's just tuning options. But they are aligning the two models.
Yep.
And on the rear arms, you can indeed use the rear hubs from the truggy.
Okay.
So the alloy hubs.
Yes.
So to explain it a little bit better, and these will be arriving very soon. I know the HB guys will be losing their mind over this stuff.
Wow.
Because this is all the stuff they had on at their Worlds. So the Worlds, when were they?
Well, they're long ago.
September, October. So this is what the team went with their car.
Yeah.
This is what they I think they had the arms on, and they were using truggy parts.
Yeah. Okay.
So they've re-engineered it for such a thing. So you can fit these onto your current D819 RS and E819 RS. Obviously, you can't get they haven't released the chassis plate for the E819 RS, but with that simple modification, you can put that parts on and get all the modern geometry.
Yes.
So really excited.
Okay.
So let's have a look at the little video.
All right, let's watch this video.
So this is a video released by HP. I don't want to talk over it.
No. Okay, let's just watch it.
Yes, sure. These are the parts you need to mount the new arms on your awesome D819 RS.
I love the creativity in these guys, huh? They're super cool.
Okay, so you get the other.
Yeah, bring them.
0-24. Yeah, it's very meaty on the front end, isn't it?
And then look at the rear.
Is that beefy as well?
I can't see the making it beefy. Yeah. Looking good. There we go. So that was released just overnight.
Okay.
And then some plastic. So, and they're getting them all in the stock hopefully next week. Yep. So,
exciting.
Yeah. So we can go back onto the screen. Here we are. So yeah, so that was a nice little video. They're really creative. They're cutting edge. So it's really good that they've done that. So, you know, and I'm sure that the new electric chassis will probably be different.
Yep.
That's potentially why they haven't released it yet. I'm tipping that there might be a new layout for the electric and motor placement, but that's yet to be seen. But it's really good that they've kept the fundamentals and some of the expensive stuff like the shock towers, the gearbox housings, the A, B, C, and D blocks, what we showed before. Because that stuff there is quite, I suppose, expensive to replace. And most of us who race have got like a full swage of the, you know, the tuning parts.
Yes. Well, that also shows how good a design it was to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So HB. So you can expect, those parts to be here soon and a buggy towards the second half of the year.
I think it's really good that the company's offered all these parts, which they initially released as prototype parts for their team drivers. They actually release it to everyone else now.
And it really shows that they're forging ahead and they're keeping their buggies current and relevant. And so it'd be really, really cool. So if you do race a HB 8 Scar or you want to, keep an eye out for these new parts about to be in store.
Good stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's go back to the car. There's no more takers. I thought it was going to be easy. You thought it was going to be easy, and you thought we gave it away before, but we haven't really.
So what is it?
What is it again?
I'm not sure.
It's a
I have to read the box. It's a
LEVC.
It's a LEVC, London Electric Vehicle, isn't it? The London Taxi Company, London Electric Vehicle Company. There you go, LEVC.
Okay, so this is made by Oxford, so it's a die-cast metal, and Oxford make all those little tiny ones that we've shown before as well, which are normally used for.
And it does come with a stand.
It does.
But I did take it off the stand because I wanted to park it on the grass.
That's right. I wanted to go bush bashing.
And now we can show it. How good does it look on the grass?
On the grass. Oh, there you go.
Look at it. That could be it. All right. Enough playing. You're gonna wear holes in the grass.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You were going to wear holes in the grass.
Now, what's this top bit? Is that a soft top or something, or is that a glass top? Is that a tinted glass top? So you can see as you're being driven around London.
Maybe. I've never been in one.
No, I've never been to London.
I'm surprised by that.
What, that I haven't been to London?
Yeah, with your Scottish heritage.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you live next door. You just take it for granted.
I know, right?
Yeah. So there you go.
I love it.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
And
I still think it doesn't have quite the same feel as the original London cabs, but I guess they've got to move with the age.
You can't beat the yellow AU Falcon. Hey, whatever happened to that?
Oh, I don't know.
Whatever happened to the good old Melbourne yellow cabs? Hey, all these fandangled Ubers.
Yeah, I don't like it. What can you do?
Hey, there
Times
used to
change.
be yellow cabs everywhere, didn't there?
It used to be.
Now
You can't hail a cab. You can't
and
find
that
them.
used to be just a Melbourne thing.
Mm.
That wasn't all of Australia. We had lemon yellow taxis everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, there you go. That's what happens when you get old. Things change.
Yes.
Well, there you go. There's a car on the grass.
That's right. On Lars's grass.
Lars's grass.
Yep.
Better not squash it, actually, because it's not going to be Lars anymore. Someone's going to buy this and put it on their train set, probably.
Yes.
Oh,
Could
under
be
their
me.
taxi. Who knows?
So there we go. What have we got? Actually, we're almost up to time. So, it's a solar panel roof, is it? Oh, I don't know. Can't really trust the Wombat, can I?
Well, you can, but
Can you? You reckon he's
want
joking, or is he?
do you want to? Solar panel in the middle of the city? I don't know. And especially
Yeah.
in London. Like, it's always raining in England, isn't it? They don't have sun. Do they have sun?
I don't think they do. They don't know what it is.
It doesn't come out very often.
No.
It's beaming outside here in Melbourne today.
It is. It's actually quite nice out there, isn't it?
That is.
Mm.
All right, guys. I think we should wrap this one up. Have you
I
got
think
anything
so.
else?
I haven't got anything else, unless everyone else out there has something else that they would like us to look at. But I think we're pretty much up to time.
Fantastic. Well, thank you everybody for coming along with us today. Showed all the fantastic new stuff we've got.
Yep. Oh, actually, I forgot to show.
What?
I got that big chunky thing in that chunky box. Why don't we show that before we go?
But it's in the chunky box.
It is.
Is it expensive?
It is. It's something we've had before, but it's good to see it back again. Can you imagine that?
Talking about AU Falcons.
Talking about AU Falcons, what do you got there?
I've got something better.
You got a Millennium Falcon.
Yep.
This is the PG version from Bandai.
So it's not R-rated.
It's not
So
R-rated.
the Wookiee has hair.
What do you mean?
Well, the R-rated one, the Wookiee doesn't have hair, does it?
I haven't seen that one.
Have you?
No. I've seen the one where he does.
All right.
But this hasn't been around for a little while. So PG's first
Well,
came
they
out
sold
a few-
out.
They
What do you
did.
mean? We
Yeah,
had
they
two.
did.
We had like one. We had this one and one with lights, didn't we?
This is the one with lights.
Oh, this is the one
This
with
is the one
lights.
with the lights.
So it did come with two versions.
Yeah.
And they both sold really quick, really well.
Yeah, that's right. So there was talk that was going to be discontinued, but like
So
many
this
things
has
that
got the
Bandai
lighting
do,
kit in it.
yeah,
Well,
fully fitted.
Do yourselves a favor.
So it's got all the characters in there, 70-second scale, so they're chunky.
What characters?
What Chewbacca's in there?
Is it?
Yeah,
The Wookiee is in there.
yes.
I didn't.
Yeah. Look how big the box is. You can't even see us anymore.
Well, it's a Millennium Falcon. It's
Yeah.
not going to be small, is it?
No, that's cool. So they just came in. I was going to mention the new MGEX, which came in, but sorry, they're all sold out, so I won't mention them anymore. No,
They just went
in and out.
that's
Came in
right.
yesterday, gone. So sorry, we can't have a look at one of those because
Bandai is one of Gundam is one of our most famous, best products.
yeah, well,
No?
very, very popular. For
It
sure.
comes in and out so
Yeah.
quick. We don't even get time to do any social media. We don't get to talk about it.
No.
So make sure you keep it on our website. And if it's not in stock, make sure that you like and subscribe to it.
Yeah, so you
because
see
then
when
you
the
get-
things come in.
You get notified.
Yes,
As soon as it's received on the system, boom, you get an email. That's how it moves so quick.
it does move quick. Well, this
No.
stuff moved extra quick, but we do have these back. So if you like one of those,
It's not going to
that's in
last long,
stock.
though.
I won't.
Do yourself a favor. If you've got any Christmas money left from Nan, this is what you want to spend it on.
That's right. Pretty special.
Nan would love
Really
it.
nice.
It'll keep you quiet for
Indeed.
hours.
Mm.
Does come with Wookiee.
Does come with Wookiee and Luke and
Luke.
Han and Leia. You can just see them on the picture there.
Does it come with Jar Jar Binks?
No, he came later. He's from a different generation.
Oh, is he? Oh, so this is the
He
proper
came later,
one.
but he's actually in an earlier story, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
No.
So this is the proper. This is the proper.
There's a
Star
proper one.
Wars.
It's from the first one. Yes.
Yep.
So episode 4, was it?
No, that's the first one.
All right, there you go.
Didn't even have a name. It was just called Star Wars.
Well, that's right. It was.
Take
All
care.
right.
Thanks
Thanks
you
for
for
joining
joining
us.
us. That was episode 138.
That's right. And join us for 139 next week
That was awesome.
at the same time.
Same bat channel.
Same bat channel.
Same bat place.
That's right.
With or without Wookiees.
Wookiees are optional. All right.
Thanks
again.
for watching, guys.
See you later. Bye-bye.